Hi everyone, I'm Abby and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now, last episode we finished the former part of the trial and we cross-examined Angel Star and stuff like that, and we're going to finish the first trial now. Poor Emma. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up in the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull to fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come to take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. We've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen those last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? Could be worrying about the prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. He wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say? Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow out her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edward's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, that's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes, you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, where are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. I'd like to resume? What's up? Judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets? That furrowed brow, those grimy teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. Wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then. I believe it is time they continued on with this trial. During a recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Seems the prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock? Who's there? What's with this guy? Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose to 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you. Sorry I'm late, Uji. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time to see, huh, Uji? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Uji seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district's chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So, mister, I wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Oh, on little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing. This. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? Your investigators are this lax. How do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Withy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch, and if I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. At least it manually does it, even though it's kind of slow. Let's see. Wah! Don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I'd like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. Time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Uji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Oh, wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time the Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order. Anyway, we at the police department are all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Oh, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that happen are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, the question is focused on the case at hand. Yeah. Yeah, it says 67S, but actually something different. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha, an honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Uji? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important, why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. It's upside down. What's this? 6 minus 7S 12/2? Your Honor? It's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chief? Oh well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Something happened to the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened to the police department that day? Yeah. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One in the prosecutor's office and one in the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? Better check this knife out. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Oji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. Suppose it could help. Got me by giving me data on your case? Ooh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, and I can't see the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I've heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. Connection between these two cases has already been proven. Heh, you don't say? Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. Connection is a place, mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen. In the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? I would have guessed. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim of the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case permission is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. They keep a tight lid on an ID number, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Well, it's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. 5842189. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's see what the defense has to say. We see the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. It tells you something? What does it tell you? Same ID number. Witness? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with it both guns blazing, like you always do. At the police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And? This means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with A2. I've forgotten. We didn't even get the first number right. Again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What is this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible! What we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department's made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare... We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lavelle and Scott incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted the report this morning to the court as evidence. Then No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. Yeah, I can tell Edgeworth is in his right headspace, which makes sense considering everything he's been through. Seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do, you'd better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Or Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Yeah. Feel bad for Edgeworth, but at the same time, yeah, kind of like karma's coming up to him. Not Vaughn karma, though. Yeesh. That's another story entirely that we just went through. But, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and feel free to like and comment and subscribe, and check out my Twitch and Ko-Fi and Twitter/X. And next episode will be going back to investigating and stuff like that. So look forward to that. Peace off.